Hello there, running-ears. It's Manny again, and I'm at a different angle this time because this is a unique video. This is going to be under the parks. I do the Run Disney, and then I do the parks. So this one's going to be parks. I just did D23. It was amazing and everything. And I'm not going in sequence. So this was day 2 of D23. So this was the Lucasfilm, Marvel, and 20th Century Fox panel. And I wanted to give you guys the highlights. Now, a couple of things. Number one is I didn't record all of it for a couple of reasons. Number one is it would have been very, very long. Number two is we could not record any of the trailers, any of the footage that they gave us. Actually, you see a lady in front of my camera sometimes, and when they would actually turn on the film, so they would start showing us something like either a trailer, a teaser trailer, a snip from the film, something from the film. They would walk around and they would make sure that none of us had our phones out. If we had our phones, we would be asked to leave. So I always put my phone down so I wouldn't be asked to leave. So that's one of the first reasons that you won't see everything, but you'll see quite a bit. I was able to get everything or almost everything with Harrison Ford, which was amazing. And so you'll see that for yourself in a few moments. And the second thing is you got to take into consideration that anything that they do can be theming for a future Run Disney event. So in this one, I do think that they can use Avatar, Indiana Jones. They can use those for a summer virtual series or something a little bit smaller. Of course, Star Wars can come back, and they can use The Mandalorian and so forth and so on. And of course, now that Disneyland is coming back, are they going to use the Avengers, and which ones are they going to use? A lot of these IPs, intellectual properties, are not being used by Universal, so they might be able to use them. So without further ado, let's take a look at D23 Day 2.
All right, here we are at 3:40. Here's the line. It's about 4:20. We're moving up. Unofficial line. We're gonna try to get in Star Wars, Marvel, and probably Indiana Jones. We're trying to get in as quickly as possible. We're trying to get standby. We should be there shortly. All right, we'll see if we get in. So I'm heading back. I went to the restroom. There's restrooms back there. Females over there, down at the basement. And we're like in the 4th row, and we're still not guaranteed a spot. As a matter of fact, they stopped after the 2nd row. They stopped giving out the bands. So we don't know if we're gonna get in yet. It is about 5:45. So I still think we got, so they start letting people in at about 9, which is in about 3 hours. So we probably have an hour or two before they let us know. So to get an idea, we did get a pass, and I don't know what they're gonna do. There's Captain Jack Sparrow, a couple of them actually. But look at the Sea of Humanity. I think they said 7,000 people are gonna be here. But we did get in, so we are gonna be heading in shortly. We're gonna keep walking. Yeah, hi. So we're coming. We're coming in. We're coming in.
Welcome everyone. Follow the blue lights while you're inside.
We're both in the original Rogue One. So can you just talk a little bit about how this carries forward?
Of course. Hey, hey. Buenos días a todos. So nice to be here. Yo, las voces que van a ver en todos los países de América Latina, en Estados Unidos, si la quieren ver en español, somos nosotros. Y agradecerles su cariño, su apoyo, significa muchísimo y nos acompañan en cada paso que damos. And,
Hello, D23. Wow, the force is strong in here. Hang on a minute, sorry. That's one of my other franchises. Anyway, there's a lot of magic in the room.
I was born in 2014. I saw it.
Oh, no, wow.
Later.
Hello. So, Christian, welcome to the family.
Thank you so much. Good to be
You're now
part of it.
You're part of the Willow family now.
Yeah, that's something I've always wanted to be.
Fantastic. Now, here you're a huge fan of Lucasfilm.
I am.
Hello, D23. It's great to be back here. It's been a few years.
So we were talking about Ahsoka and just getting kind of caught up on where we are in that production. And I know you're in post, which we'll get into what you're working on right now too, but let's talk a little bit more about Ahsoka and how that came to be.
Directors coming through and working with us because, and honestly, that what Dave mentioned is quite true. The one thing we all have in common is we really want to be working on Star Wars. And so if people are into it, they're excited by it, and there are some people, for the life of me, I don't understand why, might not be as interested. But when you find those people who are super into Star Wars, their eyes start to light up on the prospect of actually being able to make some. And so when I was working on Spider-Man,
Who you're talking about? You mean?
yes, this is John Watts.
It's John Watts and Chris Ford.
Yeah.
Come on out, you guys.
Hello, everyone. How are you? D23. I got such a warm reception yesterday, but today, for Star Wars, my goodness, I can't quite believe I'm a part of this universe. This game.
Yeah, so we do, and it's pretty cool because last time we were here, nobody saw the show yet. Nobody knew about the characters. Some of you call Grogu, some call Baby Yoda, some call the child. We hadn't introduced him to everybody yet, and I just want to thank Lucasfilm, Disney, Disney Plus, Kathy, for all the support, and of course Dave for being somebody who really was my Sherpa through all of Star Wars and helped me understand.
Cast of Mandalorian started Katie Sackhoff, Amy Sedaris, Giancarlo Esposito,
Everybody, so let's start with Pedro. Pedro, you've been on this journey since the beginning.
Until we came out on Get down the armor. Okay.
Sorry.
People are panicking everywhere.
Nobody gets to see anybody anymore, so.
For this franchise, what that is wonder and amazement at what's been happening. I'm grateful to David Filoni, I'm grateful to Jon Favreau, and I'm grateful to Rick and Kathleen and Disney for having to allow me to be a part of this world. If you're here, you love Star Wars. If you're here, you love Star Wars.
We know where to Welcome to the stage, our director, James Mangold.
Thank you for making these films such an incredible experience for all of us, giving the opportunity to us to make these films for you. And I think I'm very proud to say that this one is fantastic. And this is one of the reasons. Indiana Jones movies are about mystery and adventure, but they're also about heart. And really happy that we have a really human story to tell, as well as a movie that will kick your ass. So I'm delighted to be here again, and maybe for the no, not maybe. This is it. I will not fall down for you again. Well, thank you so much.
Yes.
And thank you to Manny for picking up the pieces and making a spectacular film.
Thank you. You know, one thing I want to say is when Harrison and I first started talking about what we're going to do with this movie, the three words that kept coming to our mind were Phoebe Waller-Bridge. And so we had an idea about how to create a really great foil for him in this adventure. And I have to say, it's one of the, I can't wait for you to see the picture, because both of these guys are incredible, and I hope, Phoebe, you had a good time making this.
I had the time of my life making this movie. I feel so incredibly lucky to be working with you legends, and keeping up with this guy is exhausting. We got to do so many unbelievable things together and chase each other around the most incredible places, and I really, these films mean a lot to me as well. And Jim, you have protected and brought back everything that everybody loves and needs from these films, and then brought this extra other sparkle that's just purely you. So thank you so much for having me involved, and I cannot wait for you guys to see it, because
Thank you, everybody. We are going to see you next summer with them.
Kevin Feige.
I love you, D23. Wow. Thank you. I'm a little shell-shocked. You just saw some Indiana Jones footage. Holy tomato.
There's a battle above the streets. The ground is rolling below our feet. The sky turned red. I can feel a beat. Gotta roll. King and save us, the city sings. We need the hope that salvation brings. Give power to find the light. Our angels assemble and fight the fight.
You don't belong, so we go. The garbage are both sky high, but I love New York. It's a battle cry. We're ready to fight. Never had to ask for freedom. The city is all over me. It's a big smell of it like destiny. We've been to the end, and this too shall pass. Revenge itself, the kids come back. To get the Tesseract, the battle's just begun. We'll conquer the Chitauri like it's war with the gun. Just how we fight them, we'll do it as a team. But all these like me, better conquer them from you. And hold right in the moonlight, there's no better stop than you. Right, don't you got the capacity, careful not to fail. And hope you know the magic words, hope you know the magic words, hope you know the magic words. Smash, smash, smash.
Thing we've ever done. Ladies and gentlemen, our co-writer and director of Black Panther, Wakanda Forever, Ryan Coogler. Ryan is hard at work in the cutting room, and he said, do I have to come tonight? I said, it would really be nice if you could. They really want to see you. Where do you go right after this, sir?
Back to the cutting room.
Back to the cutting room, yes.
It's such a pleasure to be on stage with my Disney family and Kevin, and so thankful for the opportunity to work on these films, and thankful for the opportunity to be here with you all today. Earlier this year, we showed something at Comic-Con. Hopefully you all saw the trailer. But we couldn't come here and be with you all here at D23 without bringing you all something exclusive. We're going to show you something that's only going to be played here for you all that are here today. So please check out this exclusive look at Black Panther Wakanda Forever, Disney legend. With that, we'll bring out some of our film family, playing the amazing Princess Shuri, daughter of Ramonda, Letitia Wright. Playing the incredible Lord M'Baku of the Jabari tribe, Winston Duke. the Submariner to screen. Tenoch Huerta. And last but not least, the incredible Queen Ramonda. Angela Bassett.
Angela, thank you.
And I've been really fortunate, along with my company, Proximity Media, to partner with Kevin and a great staff at Marvel Studios to produce a show for you guys on Disney Plus. That's about Mr. Anthony Ramos.
Is the completion of Phase 4. And what kicks off Phase 5 in a very big way is our next film, Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. This movie, this is a very big movie. This is a very different kind of a movie. It begins a direct line into Phase 5, right into the Kang Dynasty. Say hello to Mr. Paul Rudd. And Kang himself, Jonathan Majors.
We're friends in real life.
Actually, I like each other.
We actually do, yeah.
But not that guy. That guy's not in the club. Kevin.
Thank you. Now, Paul, tell us what it's like. Come here. Paul.
Yeah.
Tell us what it was like when you were named the sexiest man of the year. No, you don't have to do that.
Oh, good. It's a live, technical thing. No, it's all I can say is, you know, I've met Michael B. Jordan, and I know for a fact how false the title is that I would hold that. You see that guy and think, no, yeah, that tracks. That makes sense. Very flattering and very, very wrong.
I'm quite close to Michael B. Jordan and Paul Rudd, and I would say pretty much the same to me.
See, we really are friends in real life. You might not think so when you see what's, you know, about to happen, but in real life,
friends.
It's great.
Jonathan, what's it like knowing that one day soon you will be named the sexiest man alive? I said, one day you will be named the sexiest man alive.
Have you seen his jacket? He doesn't need a title. He's there already. Look at him.
Mr. Feige, from your lips to the cover of People magazine. Love you.
Evangeline, what is it like working with two
To be the sexiest man alive?
Okay, no,
Please, welcome to the stage, the incredible Gael Garcia Barnell and Laura Donnelly.
Come on, these guys are members of the MCU, one of the finest actors in the world. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Don Cheadle.
Look how many of you there are. Give yourselves a round of applause for showing up. Wow. Excellent.
Now we're going to talk about two shows today, and the first one is called Secret Invasion. Don, what can and can't you tell us about Secret Invasion?
Well, I can tell you that it's going to be a lot of fun. I can tell you that it's great to have Nick Fury. Yes, we clap for Nick Fury. Sam Jackson get to really be the tour de force that he is and take on his own storyline, and us really get to dig deep into who this character is. And a lot of cool stuff coming up, promise you, that we can't talk about, but I think it's incredibly exciting, and I'm so glad to be a part of it.
It's an amazing cast, returning cast like Maria Hill character is back. We've got Amelia Clark joining the MCU, the great Olivia Colman in this.
Ben Mendelsohn's back.
Indeed. And we brought a little something for you to see. This is compared to Don's next series on Disney Plus. The Armor Wars. We've been talking about this for a very long time. It is based in part on a very famous comic series involving Stark armor getting out into the wrong hands. And there is one man standing who can help us with that, and that is Jim Rhodes.
I'm glad to be a part of this one too. Another
We're making a season 2 for the first time, and it's a little show called Loki. They are shooting right now in the UK as we speak, but they wanted to say hi, so they got on a plane and came here. Ladies and gentlemen, Tom Hiddleston, Sophie DiMartino, Mr. Owen Wilson, and introducing me to the Loki family, the amazing Ki Huy Kwan. Thank you guys. They literally are shooting, they got on a plane, and they get on a plane as soon as they leave the stage to go back. But thank you for being here, all of you.
So good to be here.
Hello everybody. Hello.
Hello.
You all look fantastic. It's such an honor and pleasure to be here, to be back with Loki. And also an enormous pleasure for me to be able to welcome Ki Huy Kwan to the cast.
Wait, sorry, I'm so confused right now. Is this not the Indiana Jones panel?
In WandaVision, every single episode of WandaVision was directed by one man. His name was Matt Shackman. He's over there somewhere, and I just brought him to say hi because he is directing Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four, as we said, coming to phase 6. There he is. There's Matt. Now, why is Matt not on the stage? Because we have nothing else to say about it today. Other than, it is coming soon. And there'll be another D23 Expo before then. So Matt will be up here at the next one. All right, thank you. Thank you. Matt Shackman, everybody. We had our first holiday special. We had our first season 2. Now we have our first spin-off. There was a character we introduced in a show called Hawkeye. Her name was Maya Lopez. In the comics, she goes by the name Echo, and we are doing an amazing new series they just wrapped, but here's a look at Echo. Deborah Jacobs, Cody Lightning, Chaske Spencer, the incredible Graham Greene, and Vincent D'Onofrio. Very different, but I have to ask Alakwa, you first appeared in Hawkeye, now you've just wrapped starring in your own show.
Well, aren't you supposed to talk about my show? Wait, your show?
Daredevil.
I think you mean my show.
This is the first time I've stood with these two gentlemen together, so it's pretty amazing. What is it like being back? The two of you who've been doing this for many, many years and now joining the Marvel Studios family.
I mean, it's emotional. It's really, really emotional. What an odd feeling to have been, in some ways, been doing this for a while, and yet we're starting again. You know, we get double the amount of time.
We're doing 18 episodes. And in that show, you all learned that there's a new Captain America. His name is Sam Wilson. And now he's coming to the big screen in our upcoming film, Captain America, New World Order. Please welcome to the stage our director, Julia Sanaa, Captain America himself, Mr. Anthony Mackie, From the show, we have Danny Ramirez. We have the incredible Carl Lumley returning. Unable to join us today, but we've cast a new character. The actress's name is Shira Haas. She's playing an amazing Marvel character named Sabra for the first time in the MCU. And for the first time in 14 years, coming back to the MCU, the incredible actor Tim Blake Nelson as the leader.
Remember him?
Now, Julian, we don't start filming until early next year, and you've just digging into it. How's it feel? Never mind this incredible stage, but to be taking over. Things in the Captain America film is that there currently is a world without the Avengers. Sam Wilson finds himself as Cap at a time when there's not an organization of Avengers, but just because there's not an organization of the Avengers doesn't mean there's not a group of superheroes in the MCU, not a group perhaps as lofty as the Avengers, but there is a group, and they're called the Thunderbolts. The Thunderbolts are finally coming to the screen, and they are a ragtag bunch, and I want you to meet them. Starting with our director, Mr. Jake Schreier. I also want you to say hi to Julia Louis-Dreyfus, who's playing Valentina Allegra Fontaine. We've got the return of David Harbour as the Red Guardian. From Ant-Man and the Wasp, Hannah John Common as Ghost. Wyatt Russell is back as John Walker, aka U.S. Agent. Not here with us today, but Olga Kurylenko is back as Taskmaster. And there's somebody else who couldn't be here with us today, but she wanted to say a quick hello.
Hi, D23. It is Florence Pugh here. I am so gutted that I'm not there in person to say hi, but I am unbelievably excited to be joining this cast. So please, from me, can you share a lot of love to my castmates? I do. Bye for now.
Yelena Belova is back, and I am extremely excited. Sebastian Stan.
I love you.
Sure. Your Thunderbolts cast, Jake. We can say nothing. The last thing we're going to talk about today, but then I realized there is one more thing I want to talk about. It's something that comes out next July. Nia DaCosta, Kamala Khan herself, Miss Marvel, from WandaVision, Monica Rambeau, Tiana Paris, and your Captain Marvel, Carol Danvers, Miss Brie Larson. This is the big finale. The first time the three of them been together on stage, the first time any of them been to D23. And Aman, is this the first time you've been in front of 7,500 fans?
Take ya.
Aman went to a pretend convention called Avenger Con in Miss Marvel, and now you come to a real one.
It's not too bad. Yeah. I'm having trouble breathing today. That's great. Yeah.
It's not pretend. She is a bigger fan than any of you, and we didn't know this when we cast her. And we regret it only slightly. But it's remarkable. Tiana, joining us in WandaVision, and now you've already shot this incredible appearance. What's it like?
It's been amazing. You know, Monica got a little bit of powers or something, so we're gonna see how those pop off in the Marvels. Very excited.
Bree, you're back. You brought more Marvels with you. Thank you for that. It was incredible.
My pleasure, my pleasure.
How is it? Your next movie?
This one?
I can't tell you about it, but it's incredible. I had such an amazing time with these beautiful women, inside and out. I learned so much, and it was really nice to have a team. A team.
A team brought together by Mia. Mia, thank you for joining the MCU.
Oh,
how's it been?
My favorite part, besides working with these amazing women, finally being part of a universe I've loved since I was a kid, is accosting you every time I see you and pitching you 17 movies. So thank you.
That is true.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
That is true.
None of them are in production yet, but we'll see. I think I'll get there.
One at a time, Mia.
One at a time, absolutely.
As I said, this film doesn't come out all the way until July. But Nia, did you bring anything to leave us with? This is the end of D23.
Yes. So, we're still working on the film. We're so excited about it, but we wanted to bring you a little snippet of what we've been working on. So I hope you enjoy it. Our first one.
Through 20th, we're excited to bring to the big screen the continuation of a story that took the world by storm when it debuted in 2009.
Avatar.
Of course, I'm talking about Avatar. Of course, Avatar's from the one and only Jim Cameron. Jim's one of the greatest directors of all time, and Avatar stands as the biggest movie of all time. The next installment, Avatar: The Way of Water, is coming out this December, and I promise you, it's like nothing you've ever seen before. And to share more direct from New Zealand, please join me in welcoming Jim Cameron. Hi, Jim.
Hey, Alan, how you doing?
It's going great. I know you can't be here because you're finishing up the film. Can you tell us how it's going?
Well, it's going great, and the stuff coming in from What It Digital, the VFX are looking spectacular. So right now, it's pretty hectic around here. We're finishing up, as you know, a 5-year production cycle. Saldana, Sam Littleton, come on up, guys, Sigourney Weaver, Stephen King.
Well, thank you, Jim, and it's great to be here with everybody at D23. And I thought I'd start off by sort of just asking a couple questions of our cast. So, Steve, I'm going to start with you. Your character died in the first film. How did you feel when you found out that you were coming back to be a part of the sequels?
Well, you can't keep a good Marine down, I guess. So, yeah, he just regrouped in hell. I was shocked, I was thrilled, I was delighted, I was absolutely amazed. And I guess standing here is the first time I actually believe it happened, because here I am. Also to be reunited with this team, with Jim.
Your characters in the sequels have become parents. And both of you in real life, since we made the first movie, have become parents. So how does it feel now to play parents on screen?
Just to clarify, we didn't have kids with each other.
We did not. Even though, between both of us, we have 6 boys. So we basically have a soccer team back at home. But what was your question?
How does it feel to play parents on screen now that you are parents?
I think that, the whole movie deals with this protecting of family and protecting of familiar love, and not only on many levels, like the communal family that you choose. And so I think that, we've all gone through COVID and realized that that currency of love and being with your family is it's paramount to what life is. And so I think that's worth fighting for. And we put that into the movie.
It was beautiful. It was beautiful to see what Jim had done to this beautiful relationship between Jake Sully and Neytiri. And obviously, when we ended in part 1, they chose each other and they fought together. And so the continuation of that bond meant that they were going to grow as a family. They were going to have a family.
There you go.
And they did.
Now, speaking of having a family, joining this incredible cast that we had on the first Avatar is an incredibly talented group of young actors, and I'd like to bring some of them out right now. So I'd like to introduce Sigourney. I forgot your question. My bad.
Now it comes out. Well, actually, he did kind of introduce me because I'm one of the Sully kids. I'm one of the family,
And that has been one of the most awesome adventures I could ever hope to have, especially with this particular Avatar family. It's been a real honor and a thrill.
It's been great to have you a part of that. And you get to play a character that you never thought you would get to play.
Only Jim is crazy enough to have written this character for me, and I'm so grateful and so excited.
That's our show.